everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. What a roll the Bills have been on this season. They're still sporting a perfect record on the year. Can they remain undefeated with a victory here in this one? Stay tuned to find out. It's the Bills going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's go down to Miami. Standing by, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Flex round! Flex round!
There's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for
Flex
2nd
round.
down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. All right, let's take a look at the offensive starters and the 2nd-round pick out of USC. One to talk about, Robert Woods.
I think a lot of people thought maybe he was ticketed for stardom coming out of USC. Has always been a great route runner. Much more of a complimentary receiver. But they can utilize that in a big way and have him open up things in the middle. He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Come on!
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyrod Taylor, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Zebra!
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They call it a gain at 19, and it moves a chain.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Set, wide, 20.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this is caught inside the 5. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Come on!
From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Tannehill, and throw right side complete to Parker. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Corbin Bryant able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Now it's Taylor. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Taylor to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation.
Let's go. What? 90. All right.
Now it's Taylor. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now Landry. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And a very capable offensive unit here. One of the headliners, Jordan Cameron.
He's listed as a tight end, but he's at his best when he flexes away.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Quentin Coples in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Set. Wide 20. Wide 20. Zebra. Ace. Ace. Hut, hut.
Off play action, Tannehill. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Cundiff's kick is no good. He pulled it to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Let's go!
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it's 15-0. And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll roll him out right. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Robert Blanton. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Taylor. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he puts it through. And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down.
Zebra. Set. Wide 20. Wide dagger. Hut.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Tannehill to Parker. 56 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Deep drop. Letting one go deep for the... And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle. Hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go. White 90.
In motion, the tight end Clay.
Flex round. Flex round.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get up there for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Justin Hunter, the one he was searching for. And it's 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Zebra. 3, 8. Blue 10. Ace. Dagger.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Going deep here for Landry. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he finds Stills complete. A good pickup there at 22. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hey, wide 20. Zebra.
Tannehill on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The former All-Pro Marcell Dareus coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Dagger.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking of future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Taylor. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let's go. What? 9. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Taylor down around his goal line. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So make it back-to-back sacks, and this second one cost him a couple of points.
And the easy thing is to put this all on the offensive line, but maybe they need to start changing their game planning and their calls. Quicker passes, running plays, especially when you're this deep in your own territory.
And out come the Dolphins now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Tannehill, and caught by Cameron right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's got him. It's the tight end Cameron. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Shipped together here from the D-line. Halfback sent in motion. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going to look deep now for Landry. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Percy Harvin now on the return. Stays on his feet. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Come on, let's go!
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd down, Taylor buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go. Here we go. Flash round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've come. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry on the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. This fielded at the 2. So he shifts past him. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and it's third down. So third and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Hey, 380. 380. Hut, hut.
Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Corbin Bryant in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ready! Dagger! Dagger!
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. They come out here in the eye. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down following the run. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Oh, design run for their wideout. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Let's go! Red 38! Red!
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A big play there. Taylor to Watkins. 41 yards. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. So the Dolphins getting set to go here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Dagger! Dagger!
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Finding time. Going deep here for Landry. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Ready! Wide 20!
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he has Carew. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Escaping the pressure right. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready, 380.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And fourth down coming up. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And here come the Bills. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back now in Miami, it's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Ohio, here we go.
In motion, the tight end play. Now Taylor on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's 1st down, Buffalo. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way through.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side instead of...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 20. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drive.
23 yards on the play. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
380.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Tannehill. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Tannehill. This is caught inside the 15. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Dolphins have a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Second down following the incompletion. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They go play action here on first down. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They come out here in the eye.
380. Hut, hut.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Blue 10.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal.
380. Dagger. Dagger. Hut, hut. Dagger. 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 Zebra. Zebra.
Again, Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Well, you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the
It got his man complete. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A big play there. Taylor to Watkins. 75 yards.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
On first and 10, it's Taylor. Time for a break. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 380. Zebra.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. It'll be it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hey, blue 10. Blue 10. Hut, hut.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
380.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Blue 10. Dagger.
One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Bills, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to...
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Dropping big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. We're awake, we're alive.